Hello, and welcome to Objective Health. I am your host today, Erica, and joining me in the virtual studio is Doug, Elliot, Tiffany, and behind the scenes is Damien. Welcome all.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
So today we are going to go out on a limb yet again and share how we feel, regardless of the imposing censorship on critical information for your health and wellness. So today we're going to talk about health freedom, medical rights, and the significance of the Nuremberg Code. So brief little history for those who are unawares. The Nuremberg Code is actually one of the most important documents in history on the ethics of medical research. And in case you're unaware, we are right now in the middle of a massive medical research campaign. The code was formulated 50 years ago in August of 1947 in Nuremberg, Germany, by American judges sitting in judgment of Nazi doctors accused of conducting murderous and torturous human experiments in concentration camps. It's sometimes called the doctor's trial as well. And for those who have not looked over the code of the Nuremberg Code, it's basically like a 10-part document that talks most importantly about informed consent. So it'll probably be a big chunk of our show today. But going back, there was an excellent article that was published in 1997 by the New England Journal of Medicine called Your Personal Medical Rights, the Significance of the Nuremberg Code. And you can read through that. And I took some snippets of this article about, in particular, the American Medical Association and how doctors and judges applied these principles delineated in this code to American Medical Association. And that document was called Principles and Ethics Concerning Experimentation with Human Beings. And that was adopted by the American Medical Association House of Delegates in 1946. And the number one topic is consent of the human subject must be obtained. All subjects have been volunteers in the absence of coercion of any form. Before volunteering, subjects have been informed of the hazards, if any. Small rewards in various forms have been provided as a rule. So, what do you all think about this Nuremberg Code? This idea of voluntary consent. Now, the discussion could be, well, people are giving their consent, they're willingly going and being experimented on, essentially. But are we given all the information? Are we being told the safety concerns, the risks?
Essentially, I would say that even though people are giving their consent, it's not fully informed consent. And so that raises the question as to whether these people would ever be giving their consent if it was truly informed consent. And because there are lies, because there's deception involved, I would say that what's going on at the moment and what we're seeing is in opposition to the framework that was laid out in the Nuremberg trials, personally.
Yeah. I think one of the keys is the part of the sentence where it says, without the intervention of any element of force, fraud, deceit, duress, overreaching, or other ulterior form of constraint or coercion. I mean, that's the big one right there. I mean, how can you say that there isn't any coercion? Like they're saying, oh yeah, you have to stay locked up in your house, you have to wear a mask, you can't go back to work unless you get the vaccine. And the things that we see coming down the pipe, you can't get on an airplane, you can't travel, you can't see your family for the holidays, all those sorts of things. If that's not coercion, I don't know what is. You know, that is absolutely, people are being coerced into getting that. Element of force, you could even say. Fraud, another one. I mean, there's no fraud going on right now? I don't know. I think that in, you know, you could make a case against the way this vaccine is being rolled out just within this first stanza, this first section of the Nuremberg Code.